COVID-19, study says placing Wuhan under lockdown delayed spread by nearly 80%.
Here's a summary of the article.
New Delhi, China's decision to place Wuhan, the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak, under a lockdown in late January helped slow down the spread of the infection by nearly 80%, showed scientists in a new modeling study. An international team of scientists studied the impact of travel restrictions on the national and international spread of the epidemic, since January 23, when China had first put Wuhan under a lockdown. The findings were published in the peer-reviewed journal, Science.
This post received a score of 58,765, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What happens once the lockdown is removed? Will transmission be exponential again?
The point of the lockdown is to let the virus die on its own, having found no new hosts. If the Chinese authorities are doing their job, then no. Edit, also to make sure people do not get sick at the same time. Thank you. Comments.
Unless someone traveled from other countries.
Every person traveling in from outside China has to have a mandated 14-day quarantine now, from what I read on how China is handling it currently. I imagine that measure will last a long time for then. Edit, apparently the quarantine on people coming into China is 28 days now.
Which is an appropriate way of handling the virus.
Hijacking because of op-edit. Foreigners coming to China need to have a 14 days quarantine, not 28 days. People coming from specific mass-infected countries, Iran, Japan, SK, Italy, France, Germany, etc., are getting more strict quarantine. Anyone showing sign of infection in Shanghai airport will be tested and quarantined in a secured airport hotel directly.
Hijacking your comment to add that traveling outside of Shanghai to another province may get you gov-controlled quarantine as well. That's what I'm being told in Nanjing. Jiangsu seems to have some of the strictest regulations from what I've heard though.
Living in Shanghai right now, got a friend in Suzhou. Suzhou seems to be the most strict city in China outside of Hubei. They have QR code for quarantine with code color red, orange, green. If you aren't green, you can't even get a cab, take the bus or enter a mall.
How do people pay for bills if there is a mandatory lockdown and you're not allowed to go anywhere for a long duration? Do the electric, water, mortgage, ECT companies waive the bills for that month or what?
Government intervention, like Italy, to help the Commonwealth by suspending mortgage.
A mortgage payment isn't the only bill people have.
It looks like OP posted an AMP link. These will often load faster, but Google's AMP threatens the open web and your privacy. You might want to visit the normal page instead. I'm a bot, why and about, mention me to summon me.
Could we just ban AMP links? They're fucking cancer and shouldn't be a thing.
Could anyone tell me why AMP links are bad?
AMP is a Google project that gives Google huge amount of control over the flow of news content and the collection of the data of those who view news content, all under the guise of making the web faster. In order to comply with AMP, news sites are redesigning their pages to fit what Google demands in terms of placement of content. All content served with AMP come from Google, meaning no matter where you are, more of your data goes to Google.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.